Do you have something you just can't overcome no matter how hard you try? Procrastination, quitting early, a fear of being seen, a habit of shrinking. Now what if I told you that the person you need to be, the version of you with the confidence, clarity, power, and presence you've been chasing already exists? And not in the future, right now. All you have to do is switch characters. This might sound crazy, but it's real. It's called the alter ego effect. You ever wonder how Bruce Wayne, the most reserved man in the room, becomes Batman the moment the night falls? It's not a mask, it's a ritual. When the stakes are high, the greatest don't just show up for themselves, they show up as the most weaponized version of themselves. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I'll go first. Robert Oliver versus Rob the Bank. Robert Oliver is quiet, strategic, protective, cares about his daughters, his friends. He watches, he calculates. He honestly doesn't speak unless it's necessary. Rob the Bank? That's different. RTB is maximal, amplified, designed to cut through the noise and deliver value. I'll wear sunglasses inside, chrome hearts, I'll make music, I'll host an event for 100,000 people. He's a movement builder, but you can meet both online. Only one, though, catches your attention. Rob the Bank is not fake, he's just amplified. He exists to activate people, to inspire, to provoke, to show you what happens when you stop deluding yourself and start designing your destiny. And I created him not to impress the internet, but to influence and change the culture. Listen, if you're gonna step into the arena, you need to be a gladiator. So let's talk about the power of alter egos, because this isn't new. The greatest have always done it. Let's start with Kobe. Kobe was human, a man with pressure, with critics, with demons. But Black Mamba? Surgical. He created Mamba to separate the emotion from execution. When he stepped on the court, he wasn't there to make friends. He was there to hunt. Kobe had to deal with life. Mamba handled business. The crowd chanted, "Kobe sucks, Kobe sucks." He heard it, he just didn't respond to it because Mamba was fucking bulletproof. Let's talk about another one, Slim Shady. Before Eminem was a global icon, he was Marshall Mathers, broke, insecure, white rapper from Detroit with a kid and a million reasons to quit. So he created Slim, louder, funnier, colder. A lyrical arsonist who didn't flinch, who didn't apologize, who didn't fold. He built Slim Shady to say what Marshall couldn't. And then he merged. That's the point of an alter ego, not to fake it, but to free it. So let's talk about building your alter ego. I want to break it all down for you. This concept comes from Todd Herman's book, The Alter Ego Effect. It starts with this, your ordinary world. This is where you are now. Maybe you're shy, doubtful, people-pleasing, avoidant. Maybe you flinch when it's time to take the mic. Maybe you never finish what you start. Cool. Now ask yourself, who do I need to become to move into my extraordinary world? You need someone decisive, charismatic, focused, someone who speaks up in meetings, walks in like they belong, finishes what they started. You need someone that asks for numbers, closes the deal. And it's not someone you invent, it's someone you release. After you craft the character, it's time to bring them to life. Think about your influences. Is it an animal, a fictional icon, a historical figure? One guy built his alter ego off of a tortoise, steady, unbothered, always moving forward. Another one off of a freight train, relentless, controlled, impossible to stop. The point is, you can pull from multiple sources. RTB draws from Nipsey, Virgil, and a handful of others that inspire me, and I'm constantly evolving. He moves like a love child of a war general and a house DJ. Once you start writing it out, you'll know. You'll feel it click. Then give it a name. It can be anything, but it has to do two things. One, invoke your superpowers. Two, resonate with your future. Next, I want to talk about the activation ritual. This is enclosed cognition. This is a key. Your alter ego needs a switch, a trigger. Like, think of this like a symbol. There was a study where people wore a white coat. Some were told it was a painter's jacket. Others were told that it's a doctor's lab coat. The ones wearing the doctor's coat scored higher in focus and accuracy. Same coat, different story. I'm telling you, clothing changes cognition. MLK wore glasses he didn't need to feel more dignified. You don't have to overthink it. Just choose something with meaning. A ring, a color, a scent, a chain. Something that flips the switch. And then finally, you integrate. Here's what most people miss. Eventually that gap starts to disappear. What started as a mask becomes muscle memory. What began as your alter ego becomes your base state. You don't wear that mask anymore. You are the thing. Just like Beyonce retired Sasha Fierce. Just like Eminem became the man who didn't stutter when the spotlight hit. You merge. And it doesn't mean the ordinary you's gone. It means you finally gave yourself permission to become the full you. So here's the question. Who's your alter ego? What's their name? What do they wear? What would they do today that you've been avoiding? Drop it all in the comments, and next time you feel like shrinking, let them lead.